Good afternoon, students.
Good afternoon.
I'm glad to see you. Sit down, please. How are you today? I'm fine. Okay. Today we are going to do some interesting work which refers to buildings construction. This is the subject of our lesson. As you know, there are hundreds of professions to choose from, and you have chosen one of the most ancient in the history. So today you are going to work with your projects which are connected with your future profession. So the first project is called skyscrapers construction, and the second project is Kazan Arena football stadium. Now let's start our lesson. But first, I'd like to revise some materials which we have learned during 3 previous lessons. Для начала давайте повторим материал, который мы изучили на предыдущих уроках. The first task is, look at the blackboard, please. You should translate these sentences from English into Russian. And I give you 2 minutes for this task. Please be ready. Also, I would like to tell you about one of our group mates, Imi, who will be responsible for our projects. Are you ready with your class? Yes. Okay, great. Well, let's start. The first sentence. Metal is used as structural framework for larger buildings such as skyscrapers. Who is ready? Okay, Alec, please.
Металл используется в качестве структурного каркаса для больших зданий, таких как небоскребы.
Right, you are. Next sentence. The building brick is made of clay containing a considerable proportion of sand. Милана, please.
Кирпичное здание сделано из глины, содержащее значительную долю песка.
Right. Next, the third sentence. Concrete is considered to be a universal material for construction. Please, Милана.
Металл считается универсальным материалом для строительства.
Right. Next, please, the fourth sentence. Masonry construction is a method that is used for walls of buildings, retaining walls and monuments. Please, Piotr.
Кладка – это метод, который используется для возведения стен зданий, подпорных стен и монументов.
Next one. A timber construction can be built very easy and fast in contrast to a common brick or concrete construction. Who is ready? Далее, please.
Каменную конструкцию можно построить очень легко и быстро, в отличие от обычной кирпичной или бетонной конструкции.
Right. So, the right answer? What is timber?
Древесную конструкцию можно
Right,
построить.
you are. Okay. Next, let's move on. The two major components of buildings are the substructure and superstructure. Razib, please.
Двумя основными компонентами зданий являются подстройка и надстройка.
Right, you are. The seventh sentence, the building is roofed entirely with translucent corrugated plastic. Timur, please.
Крыша здания полностью покрыта сверхпрозрачным гофрированным пластиком.
Great. And the last one, the facades of houses were also decorated with flowers. Who is ready? Marie, please.
Фасады домов также были украшены цветами.
Right, great work. Now let's make the next task, please. Here you see the construction project. So your task to put these pictures in the right order. То есть, что мы сейчас видим? Картинки, да? Проект строительный. Вы должны расположить в правильном порядке данные картинки. I give you also 2 minutes for this task. Be ready, please. Are you ready? Let's check it. Let's check it.
Yes,
So,
yes, ready.
Great. So, what will be the first step? The first step. Dima, please.
The first is picture number 7, signing the contract.
Right, you are. Next step will be which picture, Romo, please?
Picture number 5, preparing the site.
Right, you are. Next step, please. Who is ready? Razi, please.
Picture number 2, starting work on foundations.
Right, you are. Next step will be which one? Now, please.
Picture number 8, construction the walls.
I disagree here. What can we say? What is the right answer, please, Timur?
Picture number 8, it is next step. The right
the previous
answer.
step, the right answer.
Picture number 10,
Right.
stopping work because of snow.
Right. So first should be picture number 10, then picture number 8. Right. Next step, please. Who is ready? Dana, please.
Picture number 3, adding the second floor.
Great. Next, please. What is the next step? Alec, please.
Picture number 9, erecting the roof.
Right. Next step will be. Please.
Picture number 4, I think, installing the wiring and interior walls.
Right, you are. Next step will be. Who's ready? Maria, please.
Picture number 6, finishing the painting.
Right, and the last one. Milan, please.
Picture number 1, pipe moving in.
Yes, great work. Well, let's move on. The next task. Look at the blackboard, please. Here you see the photos of famous buildings. As you know, we have learned a lot of information about Great Britain and the United States of America. But in this task, you will see famous architectural buildings of these countries. So your task is to ask the questions. The first question will be, what is the name of this building? Please, Roma.
In this picture, we can see the White House.
Right, you are. Next question. What do you know about it? What do you know about the White House, Please, Dima?
It is the official residence of US President in Washington.
Right. And why is it called so? Why is it called the White House? Dalia, please.
In 1814 was burned the British after the fire. The stone was painted white, the cancel, the marks are after the fire.
Right, great. Next picture, please. The second picture. What is it? What is it? Who can tell? Please roll.
This Pentagon, the headquarters of the US Department of Defense.
Defense, right. Next question. Where is it located? Where is Pentagon located? Please, Timo.
It is located in Arlington, Virginia.
Right. And why is it called so? Doctor, please.
The building was designed by the architect George Markstorm. It has 5 floors, 5 sides, and 5 wing corridors, and in the center there is an open space which is called the ground zero.
Great, you are right, absolutely right. Next picture, please. The third one. Can you recognize the place? Very famous place. Please, Milana.
This is the part of Statue of Liberty.
Right. And what does the crown with 7 spikes symbolize? Please, ready.
It symbolizes the 7 seas and 7 continents. There are 25 windows in the crown with the meant to be the jewels under the diadem.
Right. And the last picture. Let's move on. You can see here the stadium. Where is this stadium located? Who can tell me? Please, Maria.
Wembley Stadium, it's a football stadium in Wembley Park, London, England.
Right. And what can you say about it? What can you say about this stadium? Razif, please.
It is the second largest stadium in Europe, was designed is architects, first-class partners, populous.
Populous, right, sure. Well, you did a great job. Now, let's move to our projects. The first project is called Skyscrapers. So please come to the blackboard, boys. Everybody listen, please, and be ready to ask your questions to our project.
Skyscrapers. The word skyscrapers may be translated as a high building. Such erection have a great deal of floors. As a rule, skyscrapers are most used for business, not for living. The history of skyscrapers is very simple. In 1871, in the USA, in Chicago, there was a great fire. After where architects offered unusual project. It was called House of Confidence and had 20 floors. The next was Woolworth Company skyscrapers. It was built in 1914 by the architect Gus Gilbert. The height of the building was 120 meters. Now the tallest skyscrapers in the world is Burj Khalifa. It is 820 meters. Skyscrapers in Dubai. In Russia, tallest skyscrapers is certainly TV Tower Ostankino, which was built in 1967 in time of being the USSR. Its height 540 meters and has 120 floors.
Okay, thank you. Next, please, Piotr.
In Kazan, one of the first skyscraper is the Riviera Hotel with 26 floors. This is the place with wide range of services. Apart from the hotel, there are also a great amount of cafes, bars, and the big aqua park. The most well-known and largest skyscraper in Kazan is Lazurny Nebesa apartment complex. Its height is 120 meters with 37 floors. It's important to mention that when the company began to make it, there had been the other engineering plan, which included 2 skyscrapers. However, after all, it was agreed to build only one tower. Nowadays, it is situated in the Sabit municipal area. I'd also like to share one more building. This is Manhattan Residential Complex, and this 3 tall houses set was handed over by 2019. Inside them, there are plenty of innovative features such as modern architecture, secure and comfortable yards, parking, and also eco-friendly roof with solar cells. I'd also like to share some topical project, which is to be constructed between 2023 and 2027. It doesn't have the exact name, but it is going to be located between Lazurny Nebesa Tower and the Kazan racetrack. The housing complex includes apartment buildings up to 150 meters tall, a big urban park with lovely landscaping, and yards designed for pedestrians.
Okay, thank you, Piotr. Next, please, Dima.
The skyscrapers today is balanced multifunctional complexes where dwelling spaces next to spa centers, fitness clubs, shops, restaurants, and many other parking. But the construction of skyscrapers has own advantages and disadvantages. the advantages. First is the minimum building area, which is relevant of construction megacities. Second is beautiful view from the window, which exciting people every day. Third is clean air, and fourth is the infrastructure in skyscrapers is very well developed, which makes life easier for people. The disadvantages. The first is due to the high water pressure, high breaks in flooding at the not to exclude in high-rise building. The second is at altitude, windows force too strong, so in skyscrapers install retractable windows, you won't be able to open them. The third is you need to spend more time to ascend and descend. Some applicants say that the construction of skyscrapers in Kazan is not on a large scale as abroad. The main reason of it is no land in Kazan, and there is no urgent building skyscrapers.
Okay, thank you. So we have prepared questions to your project. Please, who is ready? Ms. Milana.
Would you like to live in the skyscrapers?
That's a very good question.
Wouldn't, because I'm afraid height.
Yes, it's possible. Why not? Боимся высоты. Next, please, question resident.
How many floors should be in skyscrapers?
How many floors? What do you think?
We think that 20 floors is enough to be a skyscraper.
Yes, right. I think you're right. Okay, thank you for your projects. Take your seats, please. Applause. Now I'm suggesting to have some rest and watch some short video, which is shows us the twin iconic towers, Petronas Towers in Kuala Lumpur. Okay, let's watch it.
Hi, I'm Naomi, and I'm very excited to show you the world's greatest attractions. The tallest buildings in the world for several years, they remain the tallest twin towers. The Petronas Towers are a symbol of Kuala Lumpur's economic and cultural prowess. Each tower is designed in the shape of an 8-pointed star, a prominent Muslim symbol. The two towers are joined between the 41st and 42nd floors by a large glass sky bridge. The towers are constructed using an innovative design of high-strength concrete, steel, and glass. The tower's heights are 1,483 feet, well taller than anything else in the city. Below the Petronas Towers is the 17-acre KLCC Park for walking, playing, and waiting. Thank you for watching our travel video series. See you next time.
So we have watched a video about the tallest twin towers in the world. So I have a question for you. What can you say about the construction of the towers? The construction. What is important for us? Is that
The towers are constructed using an innovative design. The height straight, concrete, steel and glass.
Right, you are. So let's move on to our second project. The second project is called Football Stadium Kazan Arena. Come to the blackboard, please. And I also would like to remind not to forget about giving the questions to our project, please. Be ready to ask your questions.
Kazan Arena is a multi-function football stadium in Kazan, Russia, the main stadium in Tatarstan. It became the venue for opening and closing ceremonies of the Summer Universe of 2013. It is also included into the list of arenas where the matches of World Football Cup 2018 was held. The territory of the stadium is 32 hectares. Capacity is 45,105 spectators. Construction area is 70,300 square meters. Gross total area 130,000 square meters. Total height of the stadium is 49.36 meters. Infrastructure includes parking lot for 4,500 cars, 72 VIP boxes, 230 fast food outlets, Palladium restaurant for 300 guests, exposition hall, crystal hall, conference room, playground, fitness area, football club, Rubin Museum, and Kazan Arena Museum.
Okay, thank you. Next, please. Frau.
The design concept of the stadium was developed by a Populous company, known for designing the project of such sport facilities as London Stadiums, Emirates, and Wembley. According to the idea of the design of the Kazan Arena, resembles a water lily from bird eye perspective. The roof of the stadium is supported at 8 fixed points. As a result of this architectural concept, the construction looks airy without losing reliability. The roof above the tiles is marine blue, the walls are glazed.
Okay, and next, please, Milana.
Our arena has two uniqueness attributes. The first are the space of the main band, almost 120 meters in length, formed by installing the roof framing by the consoles made of steel tubes. The consoles are the second unique characteristic. First, they reduce a specific amount of metal per structure, and second, the main giddy is supported only by 8 fixed points, and there are no extra beams and struts between the tribunes. On the facade facing the main entrance along Chistopolskaya Street sits the biggest in the world HD screen consisting of 3 plasma display panels of total area 4.2,000 square meters to add the games and advertising.
Okay, great, thank you. So we have prepared your questions to this project. Please, ready, Maria, please.
Would you like to visit Kazan Arena?
Yes, I often visit Kazan Arena.
Okay, and the next question, please, Peter.
Have you visited the Football World Cup in 2018?
Yes, you can think about it.
Yes, I had visited. I was so excited to see this in real.
Okay, great. Thank you for your project. Okay. Now I have my own questions to you according to this project too. Let's watch here on the presentation. 1 minute questions. So the first question is, why are the skyscrapers built in form of pyramidal structures? Who is ready? Regina, please.
They will not block off light and avoid generation, strong wind and street level.
Alright, Shula. Next, the second question is, what is the tallest building in Russia? Very easy question. Maria, please.
It's Tower Ostankino. Its height is 530 meters.
Right, Shula. Next question. What company was the design concept of the stadium developed by? Who is ready, please, Roma?
The design concept of the stadium developed by a Populous company.
Right, and the last one. Why does the construction of Kazan Arena Stadium look airy? Please, Peter.
The roof of the stadium is supported at 8 fixed points and translucent roof console.
Right, Shula. Now, let's draw a conclusion of our lesson. have we reached the aim of our lesson? Достигли ли мы цели нашего урока?
Yes.
Yes. What else? What else? More information, please,
We have
Milan.
learned a lot of new information about skyscrapers and Kazan Arena.
Right, Joan. I think that we all have done a great job today. So what can I say about the projects? The first project showed us many information about skyscrapers, and also what is important that boys made their own conclusion about the necessity of skyscrapers in Kazan. Also, they showed us a project of skyscrapers which will be built in the future. It's also very interesting information. Speaking about the second project, what can I say? It was very detailed according to the construction, new words and phrases. And also we have heard many new information about Kazan Arena football stadium. Also, I think you have done a great job with your project. So I can say that all of you get excellent marks for your projects. Now, thank you for the lesson. See you.
Thank
you very much.
See you.